What do a nuclear physicist in London, a microbiologist in Maryland, and an aerospace engineer in Moscow all have in common? They were all experts in their fields. They were all working on classified or cutting-edge research, and they all died under strange and suspicious circumstances within the same year. Coincidence? Or the silent trace of something far more sinister? Between 2001 and 2002, over 24 scientists, researchers, and engineers from multiple countries died unexpectedly. Car crashes, mysterious illnesses, apparent suicides, unsolved disappearances. On their own, each case could be written off. But together, the pattern is chilling. Let's start with Dr. David Kelly, a top British weapons expert and former UN weapons inspector. He was found dead in a wooded area, allegedly by suicide, shortly after leaking information about weapons of mass destruction. But forensic experts later questioned the cause of death, pointing to inconsistencies in the autopsy and the strange absence of blood at the scene. Then there's Dr. Don Wiley, a world-renowned biochemist. He vanished in Memphis, Tennessee. His rental car was found abandoned on a bridge. His body turned up weeks later in the Mississippi River. The verdict? Accidental fall. But his colleagues weren't convinced. Wiley had been working on vaccine development and biological defense systems. And what about Dr. Vladimir Pasechnik, a Russian microbiologist who defected to the UK and revealed the Soviet Union's secret bioweapons program? He died suddenly of a stroke, with no prior health issues. All of these men and many others had access to sensitive knowledge. Knowledge that could threaten governments, defense systems, or global pharmaceutical interests. Were they silenced? Let's dig deeper. In the same period, several other scientists died in plane crashes, including 5 microbiologists in the span of just 4 months, all working on infectious disease research. Another was stabbed in his own lab. Another was run over. One was shot in his driveway. Another, reportedly, locked himself in a suitcase and suffocated. Strange, unconnected, unbelievable. Or is that exactly the point? Some believe these deaths were coordinated assassinations carried out by intelligence agencies. Others think they were connected to bioweapons development, possibly related to classified experiments or outbreaks that were never made public. And then there's the theory that these scientists had begun collaborating across borders outside official channels. Some may have been close to revealing dangerous truths about global threats, secret experiments, or cover-ups involving unreleased viruses, nanotech, or quantum weapons. But before they could speak, they were gone. Is it possible that science itself, when it threatens the balance of power, becomes a target? We often think of scientists as neutral, objective seekers of truth. But when their discoveries cross the lines of military secrets, corporate dominance, or global control mechanisms, they become liabilities. And what better way to prevent a secret from leaking than to eliminate the only people who know it? Here's the twist. In some of these cases, families reported strange behavior in the weeks before the deaths. Paranoia, cryptic statements, and warnings that they were being watched. Some even left behind notes not about suicide, but about fear. Fear of what they knew. Fear of who might come for them. And maybe, just maybe, fear that they were too late to stop whatever was coming. Now it's your turn. Do you believe these were random deaths? Or carefully covered up removals? Were these scientists victims of accidents? Or of something darker operating in the shadows? Let's hear your theory in the comments. Because sometimes, the most dangerous discovery is the one you never get to reveal.